Hello students, good morning. I am your English teacher, Miss Kajal, and today we are going to start with our new chapter of English grammar, chapter 9 and 10. Standard 2nd, semester 1, subject English grammar. Lesson 9, verbs, present and past tense. Present tense means the thing which is happening now, and past tense means the thing which is happened before. Present tense means जो अभी हो रहा है और past tense means जो हो चुका है. Now let's see an definition. A verb is a doing word that shows an action, an event, or a state. For example, in present tense, we will say eat. But for this, in past tense, we have to say ate. A-T-E, ate. Second example, for present tense is do. D-O, do. And for do, past tense is did. D-I-D, did. Third example, keep. K-E-E-P, keep. And for this, past tense will be kept. K-E-P-T, kept. Fourth example, take. T-A-K-E, take. And for this, past tense will be took. T-O-O-K. Present tense is used to describe things that are happening right now or things that are continuous. Past tense is used to describe things that has done in past. Here is an example. Veer plays cricket. This sentence is in a present tense. Veer played cricket yesterday. This sentence is in a past tense because plays is for present and played is for past. The tense of a verb shows the time when an action is or was done. सेंटेंस के टेंस हमें ये बताते हैं कि जो एक्शन है वो कब हुआ है, अभी हुआ है या पहले हुआ है. पेज नंबर 32, पास्ट टेंस. To form the past tense of a verb, we usually add ed to the verb. For example, call. And if we add ed, it will become called. C-A-L-L-E-D, called. Now, walk. W-A-L-K, walk. And if we add ed, then it will become W-A-L-K-E-D, walked. So these are some examples given. Now let's start with the exercise. Add ed to the following verb to form their past tense. We have to add ed here to form their past tense as they have given in a present tense. So let's start. H-E-L-P, help. H-E-L-P-E-D, helped. Hunt. H-U-N-T, hunt. H-U-N-T-E-D, hunted. Fear. F-E-A-R, fear. F-E-A-R-E-D, feared. Walk, W-A-L-K, walk, W-A-L-K-E-D, walked. Mix, M-I-X, mix, M-I-X-E-D, mixed. So students, like this only you have to fill all these blanks, adding ed. Now here on page number 33, the last letter of some verbs are doubled when ed is added to them. यहाँ पर लास्ट लेटर डबल हो जाएगा थोड़े वर्ड्स में जहाँ पे हम ed ऐड करेंगे. फॉर एग्जाम्पल शॉप, shop plus ed, shopped. So the spelling will be S-H-O-P-P-E-D, shopped. Second example, neat, K-N-I-T, and if we will add ed, then it will become K-N-I-T-T-E-D, neated. So let's start with the exercise. Rewrite the sentence changing the tense of the underlined verb from the present to the past by adding ed. हमें यहाँ पर जो भी वर्ड्स अंडरलाइन किए हुए हैं उन्हें पास्ट टेंस में से, उन्हें प्रेजेंट टेंस में से पास्ट टेंस में कन्वर्ट करना है. So let's start. Bunty always bats first. So bats will become batted. Bunty always batted first. See here, B-A-T, B-A-T-T-E-D, batted. The last word has doubled. Now second, Sonia grips her bag firmly. Sonia gripped, G-R-I-P-P-E-D, gripped her bag firmly. Third, the dress fits Niti perfectly. The dress fitted Niti perfectly. See here, you all can see the last word is doubled when ed is added. Fourth, every winter Miss Miller knits jumper for Harry and Ron. Every winter Miss Miller knitted jumpers for Harry and Ron. See here, knits, K-N-I-T-S, knits. And if we add ed, the T will become double like K-N-I-T-T-E-D, knitted. Okay students, now like this only you have to complete this exercise by adding ed to all the words which are underlined, and you have to double the last letter, remember that. These two sentences are on page number 34. Now here, if the verb ends in E, we just add D to it to form the past tense, like love, L-O-V-E, love. And if we add D to this, we will make it loved, L-O-V-E-D, loved. Now hate, H-A-T-E, hate. And if we add D to it, then it will become hated, H-A-T-E-D. Third, move, M-O-V-E, and if we add D to it, it will become moved, M-O-V-E-D. So now let's start with the exercise. Add D to the following verbs to form their past tense. One has been done for you. See students, these words are given in present tense. We have to add D to it to make it in a past tense. Start. Hop, H-O-P-E, hop. And if we add D to it, it will become hopped, H-O-P-E-D, hopped. Describe, D-E-S-C-R-I-B-E, C-R-I-B-E, describe. And if we add D to it, it will become described. D-E-S-C-R-I-B-E-D. Third, close. And if we add D to it, it will become in a past tense like closed. Next, tie. T-I-E. And if we add D to it, it will become tied. T-I-E-D, tied. So students, you have to complete this exercise like this only by adding D to it and making it in a past tense. Next exercise on page 35. Here, if the verb in the present tense ends in S or ES, we drop the S or ES and add D or ED. अगर यहाँ पर वर्ब जो प्रेजेंट टेंस में है वो एस या ई एस से ख़त्म हो रहा है तो हमें एस या ई एस हटाकर डी या ई डी लगाना है. लाइक फॉर एग्जाम्पल, प्रेजेंट टेंस, ही लाइक्स पोटैटो चिप्स. लाइक्स LIKES. तो हमें अगर इसे पास्ट टेंस में करना है तो हम लिखेंगे ही liked potato chips. We added ed. Second, he fears the dark. He, F-E-A-R-S, fears, and in past tense it will become feared. He feared the dark. So now let's start with the exercise. Change the tense of the following verb from the present to the past by dropping the final S and adding D or ED. One has been done for you. First, LIES, lies. So we will remove the S and we'll add D. Lied, LIED, lied. Next, TALKS, talks. And if we remove S, we will add ED, talked. TALKED, talked. Now third, MOVES, moves. And if we remove S, we will add moved, D. MOVED, moved. Now fourth, FLOWS, flows. We will remove S and we will add ED, flowed. FLOWED, flowed. DARES, dares. And if we remove S, we will add ED like dared. DARED. Now dives. DIVES. And if we remove S, we will add DIVED, divide. Now students, you have to complete this exercise like this only by dropping S and adding D or ED to these words. If the verb in the present tense ends in IES, we drop the final S and add D. For example, TRIES. We will remove S and we will add D. Tried. TRIED. Next example, cries. CRIES. And if we remove S, we have to add D to it like cried. CRIED, cried. Now let's start with our exercise, page number 35. Change the sentence of the underlined verbs from the present to the past by dropping the final S and adding D or ED. Now we have to remove s and we have to add d or ed to the word. Tony walks from Tony walks home from school. Walks, walks. We will remove s and we will add ed. So it will become walked. Missed Miss Singh bakes cake for tea. Bakes, bakes, and we have to remove s and it will become baked. Neha likes her books more than her toys. Likes, likes. We will remove s and we will add d to it and we will make it liked. Karan never misses her music lessons. Misses, misses, and we will remove last s and add d to it and it will become missed. The artist paints beautiful picture. Paints, paints. We will remove s and we will add d to it to make we will add ed to make it become painted. Now students, you have to complete this exercise like this only by removing s and adding d or ed to the words. The same exercise which is continued, it is on page number 36. Lesson number 10, verbs. Am, is, are, was, verb. A verb is not just a doing word. A verb also tells us how or what somebody or something is. Like the verbs that are very often used to us how or what somebody or something is are am, is, are, was, were. Like for example, I am taller than my brother. So am is a verb here. Chandni is a very pretty girl. Is. It was hot and humid yesterday. Was. Zara and Saima are very good friends. Are. We were in the garden a little while ago. Were. Now look at the table tenses. Present tense. 1. I am. Many. We are. अगर हम अकेले हैं तो हम क्या बोलेंगे? मैं. और अगर हम बहुत सारे जनों के साथ हैं तो हम क्या बोलेंगे? हम सब. तो I am, we are. Now you are. Both will be same in one also and in many also. Now in one present tense, he, she, it is, and in many we will say they are. Now same in the past tense, I was, and for many we will use we were. Now in one, you were, in many same, you were. Now in one, he, she, it was. In one present tense we use it is, but in past tense we will use it was, and for many we will use they were. So was is the past tense form of am and is, and were is the past tense form of are. Page number 38. Some rules which we have to learn is that with words that denote one thing, animal or person, we usually use am, is or was, while with other words that denotes more than one, we usually use are, or were. Now, keeping in mind the two things that we just learned, try working on this exercise. Filling the each blank with a suitable verb. Choose from those given in bracket after the blank. Now let's start. Reena dash to same school that I dash to. Now we will write goes, and in next blank the same school that I go to. Goes and go. रीना उसी स्कूल में जाती है जिसमें मैं जाती हूँ. So it is goes and go. Now next blank. I dash a student of class first last year. I was a student. मैं student था पहले class 1 का. So it will was, not were. Tom dashed to take part in the play. Tom wanted to take part in the play. Ram and Rahim dash friends. Ram and Rahim are good friends. There dash 30 students in my class. There are 30 students, not is. Kiran dash summer more than winter. Kiran likes, not like. They dash to swim in the lake. They love to swim in the lake, not loves. Do you dash that our sun dash a star? Do you know that our sun is a star? We play in the field near our house. In most part of India, it rains heavily during the monsoon. In winter, the days become shorter and the nights longer. He was a little nervous before the examination. Fill in the blanks with suitable verbs chosen from am, is, are, was and were. So students, here we have to use a suitable verb from this given words only. Now first, India dash a large country. So what we will use here? India were a large country? No. Then India am a large country? No. India is a large country. Now second, the earth is round. I am a pupil of class 2. These words are verb. They are or they were hungry after their long walk. We can use both your are also and were also. Zafar and Karan are my classmates. I am sorry I broke the flower pot. Sana's father was a good football player when he was in school. His name is Nitin. The children are happy that the holidays have started. Saima is or was a very clever girl. She is or was good at arithmetic. He was late because he had missed the school bus. I am the tallest boy in my class. Are or were Varun and Dhruv your friends? Tom was caught by the farmer when he tried to climb up the apple tree. Now, students, you have to complete all these exercises in your English grammar textbook. Thank you.